Hey there, content creators, movie fans, general market watch people. Christopher Moonlight here, and I don't want to bury the lead. I just saw the news that HBO Max is going to be releasing simultaneously with their theatrical release Dune, which I've talked about on this channel before, and there are videos speculating whether it can be successful or not. The Matrix 4, and what was another one? There was another one. I know Wonder Woman, they were going to do that already with, but this is huge news. And if you want to see the less inappropriate way of how I feel about this in regards to the predictions I made about 5 months ago, and everyone told me I was crazy and I didn't know what I was talking about, please search Razor Fist. I was right. And I don't want to get a copyright strike for stealing his footage. I try to keep my stuff family friendly. Anyway, this is very close to what I predicted. I did predict in my video Hollywood is Dead and Movies as We Know Them Are No More that movie theaters were going to have a much more diminished role in how we consume content in this day and age. And I also made clear that when I say content, movies, television shows, it's all competing for your attention. It's competing for your dollar. It's competing for your time. So content is everything. Content could be yoga videos. Content could be unboxing videos. Content is you watching me on my YouTube channel. But yeah, this is another thing that tells me that I was right. Video on demand is going to be the major way from now on that we produce and consume stories, and it's going to change the way we tell those stories. I do not take any joy in this. This is not me reveling in the death of Hollywood. I don't want Hollywood to die. As a matter of fact, I would much rather take my family to go see Wonder Woman in the theater than watch it on HBO Max. I would rather see the movie theaters and the movie industry, not just Hollywood, but the movie industry globally, flourish. I do not want to contribute to or condone any kind of dark winter. Thank you very much. We've had enough darkness. It's time to be brave and remember that the world has always been a dangerous place, and it can be more dangerous or less dangerous at any time, but you're not going to be able to live your life. You're not going to be able to have a life if you react to everything with disproportionate amounts of fear or anger. These are the things that fuel mass hysteria, and I do believe it's kind of a mass hysteria that we have created that is crushing not just the entertainment industry, but the industry, the economy as a whole. People don't understand. I watch the market, I watch the economy. They don't understand that big businesses, for the most part, can weather this storm and figure out ways to come out on top, while smaller industries or industries that depend on a constant influx of customers, like movie theaters, will be destroyed. And anyway, there's great. I recommend following fee.org. I interviewed Sean Malone from there for more on that. But really, I do want to see these movies in the theater. I want to see Dune in the theater. I want to see Wonder Woman in the theater, and I want to take my family. And I'm not worried about getting COVID. Why? Because I already got it, and so did my family, and we're fine. We got it months ago, and most people who do get it are fine. I've had the flu, I've had pneumonia, I've had bronchitis. I have had injuries that are excruciatingly painful and life-threatening. I'm still getting out there and doing my thing, and I'm still creating. Why? Because if I don't, somebody else is going to. Someone's always going to get ahead. And we all have to keep that in mind. So, going back to the subject of these movies coming out simultaneously on video on demand, I will reiterate what I said before. Probably this will be the death blow for a lot of theaters, especially a lot of independent theaters. I am happy to see that there is kind of an insurgence or a resurgence of drive-in movie theaters. I think that that's pretty cool. That's an experience in itself. I used to love going to the drive-in movie theater when I was a teenager. There was one where I lived. Even then, it was considered quaint. But I'm happy to see that. I do want to see the independent theaters continue to thrive. What I think is going to happen is we are going to see, in the end, a buy up of theaters by these video on demand companies. I don't know the status of HBO Max in terms of theater ownership, but I know Disney has been looking at it, and I know that Amazon has been looking at it. So probably what you're going to see, and I've seen other people predict this, so this isn't particularly my prediction, but I agree with it, is you're probably going to see a new form of theater like Disney theaters where you can go and have a theatrical experience at a Disney theater and then exit through the gift shop where they sell you stuff that you don't need, but you may want. I have nothing against that, by the way. It seems a bit tacky, a bit overboard, but hey, I believe in a free market. And if you choose to purchase those things, are you getting a Baby Yoda for Christmas? Maybe you are. I hope you enjoy it. It's that kind of a thing. I also hope that you're making sure that you've got provisions for emergency situations, a little bit of savings, a little bit of stock of food. Those are things that you should always prioritize first. But anyway, I digress. These were movies that were made to be seen in the theater. So I don't know what the reaction is going to be. It's going to be a shame that most people do not get to see them in the theater. Like I said, I will be trying to see them in the theater. But they'll look good on your big screen TV. Most of us have them. That's a wonderful thing about the age we live in. Even some of the poorest of us have TVs that would have been, any symbol of status even back in the 90s. Just having these that I can record on my cell phone with such great picture quality is amazing. But it's after this, we're not going to see movies like this anymore because they're too expensive, and getting people to pay top dollar for them at home. I've been watching The Mandalorian. As you saw, I did a video about that. The Mandalorian, I think, is like $15 million an episode. I think we're going to start to see more outstanding looking content on video on demand that is going to be cinema quality, but it's going to be scaled back a little bit. But the quality and story is going to be there. The quality in picture and in special effects, it's all going to be there. They're just going to be produced for video on demand, and I think that's great. I think that's going to evolve how we tell stories, and I'm very excited about that. I wasn't really excited to see The Matrix 4 anyway. I mean, The Matrix was a 90s thing, and it was great for the time. And by the time the third movie came out, people kind of lost enthusiasm there, so I'm not quite sure what... I don't know. People love Keanu Reeves, so I think it's kind of another vehicle to bring Keanu Reeves to that he was part of already. Kind of, I don't know. But Wonder Woman, my family wants to see it. I am interested in seeing Dune, although I'm skeptical that they can really turn it into a true adaptation of the novel and make it palatable for the movie-going audience. It looks beautiful in the trailers, so we'll see. But ultimately, this just comes down to the predictions I made in my initial video 5 months ago. They're correct, and I got told I didn't know what I was talking about. And I think I do know what I'm talking about. And I've got some more predictions coming up as I continue to watch the market and adjust for it with my own content productions, the movies I'm making, the television and animation projects that I am developing. I am developing them with these variables in mind, and I think they're going to be quite successful because they are being developed to cater to this changing environment. But again, I take no pleasure in this. I only take pleasure in being able to personally benefit from this as a business person. But I want to see everybody thrive. I do believe that there is room for big studios and independent productions to thrive and mutually build up a new entertainment market that is bigger and better than ever. So if you agree with me, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you don't agree with me, I would love to hear from you in the comments, as long as you're civil. This isn't about any political group, anything like that. This is just the market, the economy. This is not, I don't want to see government interference. I don't want to see people trying to rework everything. This is just the shape the market is taking, and I think we should all be able to adapt to it. So anyway, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I do have a Patreon, and I do have a PayPal if you want a tip or something like that. I'm also leaving right now, because it's the holidays, there's a list of different art books, making of books that make great Christmas presents. They're affiliate links to Amazon, so they help support the channel. But these are all recommendations from my personal collection that I think will inspire people who make content, movies, television shows, or aspiring special effects artists. They've really inspired me, so I sincerely believe that they will inspire the artist or content creator in your life. So thanks for watching. Again, I will be back with more soon, and this development just got me really excited because I like being able to predict the market. All right, take care, everyone.